Hello everybody, this is Paul Beaudry with Vocal Jazz Workshop, and this is Alyson Williams.
Hey everybody. Hey Paul.
Hey, what's happening?
I'm good.
We're over at the Sugar Bar right now, and we're just going to talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing on our next workshop, which is going to be coming up this Thursday. And I've been working with Alyson on and off for the last couple of years, and she's one of my favorite performers in town. Why don't you tell me a little bit about how you...
You never told me that before.
I'm telling you now. So how did you come into jazz, and how did you come into jazz singing, like when you started out?
Well, jazz music has been a part of my life since my inception. My father was a jazz trumpet player and band leader. His name was Bobby Booker, and for about 25 years he had one of the most well-known big bands in the Harlem and tri-state New York area called the Bobby Booker Big Band. They were based out of the Kennedy Center in Harlem, and they boast a personnel of incredible musicians: Howard Johnson, Dickie Wells, Max Lucas, Eddie Martin, Irving Taylor, Earl Father Hines would come in. It was just an incredible group of men, and most of these men all played with other orchestras like Cal Basie and Duke Ellington. But the beauty of it was, when they left home to go on the road, they always knew their chair would be waiting. And the most amazing thing is that while they left, another first chair type guy would come and fill their spot, and it was never, the integrity of the band was never compromised. And they were wonderful, and they were like brothers, and I grew up in that environment, and I'm so happy that I did.
Wow,
I'm so
wow.
happy that
Because
I
we
did.
were actually talking on the phone earlier today, and you were just so blessed to be around so many great people, and when it came to scat singing, your father used to have you sing phrases back. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, all of them. I mean, it was like my dad had 21 brothers.
Wow.
And I just remember, because it was my job to put the books out on the stands, and so I knew that there were 21 pieces to the orchestra. And all of these men, they talked to one another in not only your regular language of English vernacular, but that musically, when they were at rehearsal, or even just, you know, shooting the breeze, as it were, they had a way of talking, and they'd say, "Oh man, well, did you hear so and so and so? Yeah, man, he played so, and he boop boop ba da dee 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 ba," and he would say that, and to me it became commonplace. But the way they did it, you knew that it was something extra. It was like a code almost. And when I was leaving with my father in the car, my father not only played trumpet, but for a while he drove cab in New York, and I was with him every day when he drove. Some mix up with the parochial school, public school system, and so for a year I was there every day. And every day when we would hang out, which we did all the time, he would say, "Okay, now listen," and he put on the radio, he put on WRBR, which was the main station here in New York, and along with BGO, and he would say, "Beep beep 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 boo beep 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 boo beep boo," and I'd go, "Beep boo 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 boo," and he'd go, "Oh, that's horrible! Oh my God, you call that a scat? Are you kidding?" So he made it like a game. But what it did, and I don't think he realizes, that it made me be like, "Oh my God, my father, he can do this thing that I can't do, and I want to know how to do this, because I think it's going to be important, because this other lady that I like a lot, Billie Holiday and Sarah Vaughan, Ella, they can all do it. All the people I knew could do it, because these are the people I listened to, so they were the people I knew." And he would say, "No, no, boo boo ba dee doo diddly doo," and I go, "Boo beep boo beep bop boo." It was retarded, and I felt so bad till I just made it up in my mind, I'm gonna be able to scat one day, and my father's not gonna be able to say to me it was horrible. He's gonna be so proud of me, because I'm gonna be able to know how to talk and scat and talk to other musicians the way he can. And that's how I really wanted it. That's how it really came about. Outside of course, studying people like Sarah Vaughan and other great singers and scatters, too numerous to name right now. But I also had an opportunity when I went to when I finally found myself doing a musical program, I went to college on a dance scholarship, and my second major was communications broadcasting for radio and television. I finally found myself at the Aaron Davis Hall for Performing Arts up at City College, and there was a wonderful teacher there who taught vocal improv and so on and so forth. And she said, you should never try, first of all, to rehearse a scat, never try to force it, and don't think about it. It's improvisation at its most organic level. And she said sometimes you can even look around the room and see what's in the room and use that as a guideline to get your, I guess what she was telling us is how to get our mouth and our phrasing around it. She would say, you could look and say, chair, 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 bar, stool, zeus, do, 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 the table, 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 and use that. And at first it sounded crazy. I was like, I'm gonna be scared about the tables and the balls and the chairs. But eventually it made sense. You know what I'm saying? Because if you could at least do that, then you won't be nervous because you'll be concentrating on too many things that you see. Then she taught us how to follow the storyline of the song and stay true to that and to have a conversation. Later on I learned that it was also about about my voice was not just a voice. I was just not the upfront thing. I was just not an ornament. I just wasn't the girl singer or the pretty girl. It was about my voice being an instrument and having come up in an era where, you know, there was you throw like a girl, you play like a girl, that's the girl bass player, that's the girl piano player, that's the girl drummer. I didn't want to be one of the girls. I so badly didn't want to be that. And every singer I met when I was coming up, and you know, and I'm talking about teens and high school, I can't go to the gig, or I may make the gig, or I can't sing, or I can't do this. My boyfriend said this, or I got cramps, I'm not going to roll up, I can't carry the mic stand. They just nixed themselves out of the mix so hard till it was like whenever you said add a girl to the band, nobody wanted a girl because girls were trouble. Because girls just wanted to be girls. So I had to find a way to become more musical so that I could be respected and embraced as an artist, as a musician, and as if they say one of the boys, then fine. Because I've been one of the boys since I can remember being a girl. Because of what I have tried to strive to do, not to just be a good singer, but to be the best in whatever it is that I'm doing. Do you know what I'm saying? I want to be the best. Whether I'm famous for it or not doesn't matter, but that I'm the best at what it is, whether it's R&B or jazz or a mixture of the two, blues, scatting. I just want to. It doesn't matter. It matters that I hone that craft, and whoever finds out about it, and if we, you know, get accolades, fine. If we make a lot of money, if we get a trophy at the end, then that's all good. But I came in, those are the ways that I came into it. Being put into those situations, doing a lot of background study on my own, and being, like the teacher said, hooked on phonics. I'm so glad the nuns made us enunciate, because that'll come in good with your scat, you know what I mean? It comes in good.
And when you say that, it immediately makes me think that, you know, it immediately breaks you out of just having a couple of vowels or a couple of syllables that you can do. Now you're naming stuff around the room. You have it around the room,
and you can do anything. And I try to tell the students that I teach, you have to use not only you have to use your whole mouth, which means your tongue, your lips, and your teeth in order to sing, not just the voice. It's the whole thing. So all of this little singing that you're doing with the mic hold all in front of your face, I say pull the mic down here and let it work the way it was constructed to work, to amplify the voice, and use your mouth, use your tongue, your teeth, and your lips, and your voice, and your articulation to sing and project. And that's what I teach, along with a few other things.
Okay.
So it all for the betterment of those who are performing, and of course for those who are listening. It's not too bad either. Definitely. So I hope you got a little bit of a snippet of some of the material that we're going to be covering at the workshop. And Alyson, I was so happy to find out that you were available, and that and Tony is going to be with us too.
Tony Jefferson. Tony Jefferson, also one of my favorite singers.
Not only an incredible drummer,
yes,
but what I love about him is that you think about the dexterity that a drummer must have to separate the left from the right, the foot from the hands, left, right foot, and then to be able to put that and put singing on top of it, that's a skill that not many people have. Now you want to scat on top of it and be jazz. You know, let me just send a little message to Tony. You think you cute. And you are. And I hope everybody signs up and comes out to the vocal workshop so they can see just how fabulous you are and how together and collaboratively that we are unified and doing something to keep this music alive and pass it on in the proper way so that people can go forward and do the best and be the best that they can be.
Definitely.
Mediocrity is, the floodgates of mediocrity have been let open, and it's up to us to try to build a dam.
It's definitely true. Definitely, no question about it. I'm definitely here to kill the mediocrity, for sure.
I'm just saying,
no question
gotta
about
go up against it. So we want to do the best thing. Y'all sign up. Y'all get down to the workshop. Tell us what is it again?
It's going to be on Thursday from 6:30 to 8:30.
Where at?
Over at Pachico.
Yes, indeed.
Pachico Studios in Midtown, and to keep informed about what else we're going to be doing and other free videos that we're going to have on the website, just sign up right over here at vocalscatworkshop.com. Sign up for the email list, and we'll be sending you free information, free videos, updates of what we're doing, and hopefully some more performances with Alyson Williams.
And when they go there, they'll be able to know exactly what it costs to sign up and all that kind of stuff too. Oh, good. All the information is there.
All the information is
and
there.
we're going to be singing and having a good time at this workshop. So it's not only just the work and it's the work in the shop. You know what I mean? But it's a good work, and we're going to be doing some good music too.
Definitely.
I'm excited.
Looking forward to it.
I'm excited.
All right, now.
I'm a hugger.
All right. I'll see you. Take care of yourself.